Nkechi Nwafor-Robinson. Get it out of your head.
Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. That is part of a quote from the book, A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson, a book that I was invited to read almost 5 exact years ago to this day, in a time when my life was so dark and was fierce. And the effort to push through it to show my joy was so exhausting. One of the main causes of my darkness was based on one of the biggest lies I was led to believe growing up. I was expected to have children and led to believe that getting pregnant was super easy. Growing up with African parents in a Catholic household, I tried everything I could possibly do to prevent that from happening. At the age of 30, soon after the I do was done, the pressure began when family members started asking, "When are you giving us children?" After 17 years of marriage and over 10 years of fertility treatments, 2 fix-me operations, tens of thousands of dollars, and 2 natural pregnancies. The first I found out when I was miscarrying, and the second, it gave us hope. Hope that was silenced without even the thought of a grieving period. Just an almost, tossed aside, never to be spoken between us again. So I stand before you and I tell you that getting pregnant isn't easy. And not only is it not easy, but no one told me about the pain, the shame, the frustration, the jealousy, and the envy that would incubate in my womb. And with every 28-day period cycle passing, the reminder that I was failing as a woman. And this pain had me locked up and tied up and tangled up in my mind because I thought that this is not an experience to give voice to. In fact, I thought there was an unwritten rule that you don't talk about this. So I was alone in the struggle. And everyone around me trying to get pregnant or have children made it look so easy. So I suffered in silence. And the pain and the shame was mine to hold. I mean, I held the license to hate and blame the universe for why I couldn't get pregnant. Until that day, 5 years ago, reading A Return to Love, when the universe literally said, "Stop it! Stand still and take time to know who you are." So I started to think about what I was thinking about. And I mean, I had some crazy thoughts up in my mind. But I made the decision that it was time to get the thoughts out of my head, to conquer my mind, to expose those thoughts as lies that they are. I mean, I had thoughts of, I'm not good enough, I'm not desirable as a woman, I'm not loved, I don't matter. And it was that thought that made me fully surrender to the process because it mattered. And in my full surrender, I got some good, orderly direction, also known as G-O-D. And what God said was, reintroduce yourself to the world, but this time, listen to the translation. Abum Nkechi Nwafor, which translated means, I am God's gift. And if I am God's gift, then I am enough, and I am desirable, and I'm loved, and I matter. So I affirmed myself out of shame and into my power. A return to love became my strategy, and you matter became my mantra. And on the journey of getting myself to this stage tonight, I'm so proud to say that I am pregnant. Thank you. I receive that blessing. I am pregnant with hope. And I'm pregnant with greatness. And I'm pregnant with inspiration. And yes, while I would still love to be able to bear a child, it no longer defines my human. I've conquered that. And if there's anything that I want you to take from my story tonight, it is that you matter. Doesn't matter what your human is, whatever your experience or circumstances may be, you matter. So I want you to walk like you matter because your swag is fly, and talk like you matter because your speech is to teach, and think like you matter because your thoughts call your shots. But most of all, remember, you matter! You